So first things foremost things, whenever there is an issue, it's a product, right? So it can give you issues and you should not be panic. So people get panic and they throw the comments saying that Royal Enfield is like that, Royal Enfield is this like that. You should be channelized and focused to solve this issue. So that is my motive. The vehicle is not bad. The vehicle is the best in the category. It can do anything. That is why I love this Royal Enfield Classic. I had a Bullet Electra. This is the second long stroke engine. In between, I had Interceptor. So it's not like that you being a fanboy or saying promoting the things. It's not like that. I am a bike enthusiast. I also read in different brands and I also like them. So this is something which is something difficult and different, and it's not straightforward to explain what this bike is. It will prove its capability in every terrains. So that's the thing. So that is made me to compile this out video on this Clatter engine noise issue. So it need not be panic. It is good vehicle, and the more details and what's the solution to be prospected further, you can take a chance and go ahead with that. What I have two solutions for this, you can do that. Hey folks, welcome to Automotives Technica. In this video I am going to say the remedy for the clatter from the engine. So here I have made another video where I have shown the engine noise after 15 kilometers it gets escalated. So there are two types of sound. One is tick tick and one is thuk thuk. So tick tick comes from the tappet. The thuk thuk can be your engine clatter, or if your bike is old, the thuk thuk sound can come from the connecting rod or the crank shaft, okay, or from the bearing. So this is not an old bike, this is just 4,000 kilometer run bike. So the thuk thuk sound from the crank is rolled out. So that is an engine clatter. That's called combustion clatter. So I'll show you what it is and have the remedies. Yeah, this is the cold start. Everything is normal. Engine is cool. Okay. Now see, when it gets heated up, the parameters changes, the firing angle changes, and it should be the job of ECU to remap when the engine gets heated up. I'm not sure what is the mapping here, but in this case, when the engine gets heated up, I see it not only this bike, it is in multiple bikes. The combustion clatter comes, as well as the expansion of the metals and the valve clearance. There will be like slight tick tick will be more. Now there is slight tick tick here, that is valve is in permissible limits. There is no combustion clatter because engine is running cold. So I can touch it. I can feel it is increasing the heat. So there is no issue here at this point. After 15 kilometers, when engine becomes untouchable, so at that temperature, you feel the clatter. I will record both and keep it here and have the solution for this. That's the concluding part of this episode. Again, special thanks to Anand Bhai from Technique Motorcycles and the Technique Motorcycles team who have conducted this experiment, and I was with them throughout the experiment, and this was the conclusion in the upcoming sections. So I had been in touch with Anand Bhai, who is MD of Technique Motorcycles, Royal Enfield, and he is the most technical person, and he has got a history of 45 plus years of experience in the Royal Enfield, and he owns his showroom in Ibbaluru. There is a family business and they are having 3 more outlets. So I asked him what could be this issue and let us discover what is the problem and what is the issue. So he is being a very high core technical person and a legendary biker. So we thought of conducting few experiments, and he changed the throttle body from a different vehicle to this, and that is of the same engine run to test what is the issue. So that was a differently mapped, and this is a differently mapped from 2023. So that happens to be when we put it and I tested it, the engine clatter was significantly dropped down. That is the combustion clatter I'm talking about, and there was no issue such kind of heating, and much it was lesser than what I have the mappings. So that's the experiment number one. And second experiment is to come to this conclusion on the changing of the throttle body where the issue is embedded inside it. We saw the spark plugs. So spark plugs of the engines, and it was like lean burn. So more details are upcoming. So that's an introduction. Stay tuned. So folks, I'm getting queries and suggestions from YouTube community stating that why don't you adjust the tappets? And on the Facebook Royal Enfield group, I'm getting lot of suggestions that the tappet is the issue and adjust the tappets for the right clearance. So the answer is the tappet has been adjusted 4 times, and the clearance is set to the next level, which has been recommended by the Royal Enfield. It's at the particular perfect level what we have, and it is doubly checked. So that is not an issue. It has been done at Technique Motors, and again, there we have opened the upfront cap and also did it in the last fourth service. So this issue is different. This issue is nothing but the combustion clatter, and the sound level is increasing because of the heat. And to meet the BS6 norms, there is less amount of fuel being injected into the chamber, combustion chamber, and that is what it makes the engine run dry. That is lean burn. So I have been discussing this in a different forum, but that's the actual cause of it. So folks, if you see here, this is the ECU and this is the throttle body. So ECU is embedded in the throttle body, and what we did is, like, we have removed the spark plug here, and the spark plug was seen white, total white deposits. It's not brown or something. So that means the engine is running lean burn. I mean in that lean burn mode, which is running very dry. So what happens is, if you ride the vehicle for approximately 12 to 15 kilometers, the engine gets heated up very quickly. That's to make the BS6 norm satisfy. The less amount of fuel is injected into the combustion chamber. Now what happens here is, in this case, the engine gets more heated up, and the tappet sounds and the engine clatter, which I have recorded here, that is prominent at the higher heating temperatures. So that is the saga here. So that is what I wanted to convey, that the engine heat management, if it is properly maintained, then I believe the sound before the 15 kilometers, that should be constant. So if that is there, it is fine. But when it heats up, the clatter is more than the exhaust note, which is not a comfortable thing for an enthusiast rider, which I have observed. So that is what I wanted to convey in this video. And multiple requests, multiple mails have gone to the customer care of the Royal Enfield, and for that there was no response. So I believe the vehicle is excellent in the dynamics, the suspensions are excellent, the handling and the versatility of this vehicle is the next level. I mean, it can be taken anywhere, and this can be one bike in the garage. So when I compared this with Honda Highness, I have kept this and let go the Honda Highness, and you know the reason in the video. So this is the vehicle which can take you anywhere, and I have confidence that this can take me anywhere, and it took me anywhere. And there are remedies. One is the additives in the engine oil, which can keep the viscosity of the oil same, and the temperature can be reduced. But I don't know the percussions of that particular side effects of the particular additive. The second thing is adding more fuel or injecting more fuel into the combustion chamber, that is through Fuel X and Fuel X Pro. It's like costing around something 10 plus 11 plus 1,000 rupees. So that's the reason I have not been keen on adding additional circuitry on the battery and onto the sensor. So that's additional of more accessories onto the system, where I do not want it to load the battery and the piggyback. Yeah, just to try to dump more fuel and all. So that's the thing. Yeah, stay tuned. And finally, folks, if these two options do not work, I have the last and best option. You take a hose pipe, stop at the dhaba at every 15 to 20 kilometers, splash the water on the engine fins, and all over the engine body. The engine gets cooled, and the sound will not come. That's the joke of the day, but I know the percussions of it. The engine casing will get oxidized very soon. So don't try it. And yeah, thank you. Stay blessed.